In fact, they have hired a D.C. lobbying firm to oppose it.
Okay, well, there's a whole lot of nothing there. I mean, there has to be more than that. You got to open your books. I mean, that's anti-business right there. Businesses don't have to open their books.
Why are you yelling at me? Randy's going to call in a
Man,
little bit.
I'm not trying to yell at you at all. You mean my voice is loud? That's the microphone.
Okay.
I'm asking you this, though. So it can't just be to open your books. I mean, it just can't.
I can't speak on it, bro. I cannot speak on it.
Okay, man, listen, this whole thing was your idea. Let's have Randy on. He was just out there last week. I'm trying to tee this up. What do you want to shoot on this? This whole thing was your goddamn idea. I said this to you yesterday when you brought this up. I said, well, if Randy comes on, what's he going to talk about? And you go, I don't know, Randy will call in. Go, man, Randy's never reached out ever to call into the show. He either has something he wants to discuss or he doesn't. So could you please find out what it is so we could tee him up properly? Now you're sitting down here and you don't even have anything for me and he's not on. You're reading your phone. Are you prepared at all for today's show?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the point of the Ali Act? There has to be a principle behind it.
I'm just
asking, man. I'm just asking a question. I don't know.
Okay,
you're reading your phone.
You're a professional podcaster, bro.
Joel, what is the point of the Ali Act?
Call in. The point of the Ali Act.
Okay, let's pretend Randy's here right now. What are you going to say to him to show you're prepared?
Randy, tell me about what happened in the subcommittee and what is the Ali Act all about?
Man, that's. Should we just get organized and restart this thing?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I just don't understand all of this. Sometimes I do, and it makes sense, but sometimes I don't. I mean,
okay, well, here, let me ask you this based on the limited information we have.
Yeah, again, man. I mean, you're coming at me hard today.
No, I'm just asking you a question. I want you to show up here with a goddamn opinion on something. It can be up or down. It can't just be, well, here's what I read somewhere. You have to have an opinion. Now, the boxing model has huge flaws, but you get paid on what you bring in. That's what every single listener out here is doing. It doesn't matter if you're the plumber or the builder or whatever. You get paid on what you bring in.
Okay, well, in fairness, my ringer was on, and you always have your phone on. It was just my ringer was on.
Okay, but then I saw you answer it and then act like he wasn't there listening.
I tried to. I don't know how this iPhone works. I just got it.
No, they're complicated. I mean, you got to push a button, and then when you want to get off the call, you got to push the same button.
But like the only time
sometimes the button's green, sometimes it's red. No, they're complicated. It sounds like you're on the side of the association, but you still haven't told us how it is. Come on, please put the phone down and come back to the show. Finish the thought.
You were playing with the phone.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
All right, I'm out on that. I'm just saying it's not the same company that it's been. It's a different company, and we don't know what that means yet.
Are you team association or not?
I'd like to see the guys. I'd like to see the guys. Have something. I hate to see a guy like Chris Lieben fought 22 times in the company.
Okay, man, but this is nice bleeding heart stuff. Me too. I want everybody to do better, be happier, live longer, all these wonderful things. It's got to pencil. Is there a way that it makes sense, and are they deserving of it? Because now we've got a congressman who's going to take the Ali Act into Washington, D.C., into the United States Congress. Is that appropriate? Or is that a disgusting waste of time and resources? After all, it's a sporting event that the guys are doing 3 times a year. I'm just asking, what should you get for that? Why should simple capitalism and the free market not be enough? Why would you then need an association on top of it? And I'm not to say that you don't. I'm just asking the question, why can capitalism and free market, after all, it is a 2-page form and $100 for all these geniuses that think they know more about MMA. Why is that not enough to continue to drive the industry?
I'm confused what you're talking about.
I know that you are. I've asked you some of the simplest questions that I possibly could in terms of an association. I'm going easy on you because it's your birthday. The point is, you came in here pro-association like every other prick out there that seems to think they're smarter than the industry. But when somebody like me asks them very basic and simple questions, the wheels fall off the bus. They don't understand why they're I want these guys to have a pension. Great. I want them to have a pension too. What else do you... Where does that come? This isn't Santa Claus. This is business. So where does it come from?
The revenue.
Okay, righty. All right, how much? 10%? Gate, TV, what are we talking about here? There's a lot of different streams.
You've got to pay your labor. You have to pay your labor, and it shouldn't be over 30%. It shouldn't be over 30%, but it shouldn't be 10, 15, 18%. It should be closer to 25.
Of an endless amount? Are you going to go tell that to Exxon? Should Exxon have to be paying out crazy? I mean, they're making people millionaires. They're paying on an average $150,000 to their employees plus all the benefits because they have shareholders and they've got a business that's seen some success. Have you ever heard of a rainy day fund? I mean, let me ask you this though. God damn it, what are you looking at on the phone? Speak up a little bit. Have some energy.
Let me just finish.
Just trying to fill the hour down here.
Let me just finish. The proper way.
He can't. Do you? Oh God, Jesus! I wish people could see your face. You don't even know what I'm saying right now, do you? You have no idea. As far as you're concerned, that fight ended, and we just move on to the next one.
Yeah, man.
You don't even get it. Oh, he called timeout. He called it off. What the hell? What? Oh, somebody bet on it. What's the difference?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying anything. I mean, you've already. I want you to make an hour out of this.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
wow.
Now I do know something.
All right.
You want some help here?
Sure.
Are you turning on me?
No, man. Disclose to the disclose to the audience that we have an hour to fill and that we don't know what to talk about. Though, disclose that to them. That's good. Listeners like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that's exactly what's going on. Yeah. We have an hour to talk about nothing, and usually it works out. So I bet it's going to work out this time too.
Yeah. No, you should let them know that. That's good.